Hey everyone, welcome to Smart Course, the go-to place for authoritative information and strategies for special needs and learning disorders, especially ADHD. Quick heads up if you stay to the end. If you like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, and sign up for our upcoming summit at this link, then we will pin your comment to the top and we will send you our expert curated list of ADHD resources. Today, we're going to discuss how to continue developing social skills while distance learning, as well as how your child can make friends if that's all of the information and recommendations in this video come from Attitude Magazine and Chad.org, as well as Anna Vagan, who was one of the speakers from our ADHD in Middle School Summit. First, in this video, we're going to go over some important social skills to develop, and then give suggestions for how to actually develop them. And finally, we'll give some quick tips for how to make friends if your child is not physically in school right now. Let's start with social skills. These are the ways people connect and interact with each other. There's no way I can list all of them, but some very important social skills include reading body language, reading facial expressions, how to cooperate, polite manners, remembering what people say to you, taking turns talking, taking turns in activities, fairness, respect, being considerate of others, listening to what people say to you, anger management and not name calling, emotional skills. The list goes on. It seems like some kids are just able to make friends easily in school, while others just can't seem to say the first hello, or simply don't know what to do when someone else approaches them. Granted, some kids are really shy, and some kids just prefer to keep to themselves, but even the most outgoing kids can still have a hard time making friends or developing certain social skills. How are social skills even learned in the first place? For the most part, children develop their social skills by seeing and doing. Let's say you, as a parent, are walking through the park and you run into your friend. Now, they may not be taking notes, but your child still watches and observes how you and your friend interact. They may miss some details here and there, but your child is getting a sense of social expectations and what is appropriate to do and say with another person. As a parent, grandparent, caregiver, whomever, if you are who a child spends the most time with, then you're their main blueprint for how to socialize and behave around others. Children also practice their social skills with peers through activities or simply conversation. Feedback from adults and peers usually comes in the form of social acceptance or social rejection. Humans are social creatures, and we're usually pretty quick to pick up on if we're accepted by others or not. However, social violations aren't always pointed out, since that can actually be a bit of a social taboo, and continued social rejection, when it's not brought to someone's attention, limits a child's opportunities to learn and improve. As we've discussed in previous videos, certain areas of the ADHD brain are structurally different than those in a non-ADHD brain, and we know children with ADHD experience challenges and delays with executive functions. It's these executive functions that help children develop their social skills and navigate relationships. But if executive functions and regulating emotions are a challenge, then I'm sure you can see why this can bring up challenges in relationships. One example is maybe a child suddenly exploding and becoming very upset over something seemingly small. Another example is a child not quite being able to read body language or pick up on unspoken social cues. And if that all wasn't enough, we're all still at home. Social skills are developed with others, and many parents have expressed worry and concern over their child developing socially while learning at home, especially during their formative years. Now, here are 5 ways you and your child can actually go about developing their social skills while at home or with limited interaction with others. 1. If you've developed a daily routine with your child, make sure it includes some time set aside for your child to call a friend or a relative, anyone they enjoy talking to. If possible, even speaking with the teacher not only helps your child's social skills, but this helps the teacher learn your student better and develop a stronger relationship. 2. If you're in an area that gets really cold during the winter, make sure your child safely goes out to see their friends as much as possible. Keyword, safely. This means maintain social distancing, wear your masks, you know how it goes. 3, apps. Yes, believe it or not, there are apps for making friends and just building social skills. For example, an Attitude magazine article mentions "How would you feel if?", which poses exactly that question in many different social situations. This helps your child practice empathy and understand how their actions can affect others. 4. If apps and screens aren't really your thing, you can use a really simple technique of actually pointing out appropriate and inappropriate social behavior. For example, if your child interrupts you frequently, make them aware right as it happens and then take it further by setting a goal around it. Say, maybe, "I won't interrupt anyone more than 5 times today," or however much is appropriate for your child. As your child improves, you can continue lowering that number. You can also set more pro-social goals of maybe saying hi to 1 or 2 specific people when they tune into class. As your child improves with this goal, maybe you can set up a points and rewards system. 5. At our recent ADHD in Middle School Summit, Anna Vagan, one of our speakers, gave a stellar presentation called Play to Practice: Gaming for Social Learning. In her presentation, she outlined so many different kinds of video games and board games that target different executive and social skills. Games are a great way to practice sharing and waiting your turn, strategy and collaboration towards a shared goal, conversing with others in real time. The list goes on. And games are fun. Yeah, I'm a big fan of games myself. Moving on, we know the school year started recently, and whether people attend classes physically or not is still a mixed bag. Some schools are exclusively online, some are exclusively in person, some manage to do both at the same time, some do online for part of the school year and then in person for the rest, and some schools have groups that swap out in the middle of the year, and it just feels like a lot to keep track of. Particularly for students who are doing remote learning right now, certainly miss their friends and their teachers and the environmental change. Yes, plans and hopes for the school year are continuing to change, but that doesn't mean your child can't still make friends. It'll just be a little different. Besides, being online can actually provide a good balance. Some children are content with briefly talking to a new friend and then moving on to another personal activity they enjoy. That said, here are 2 quick tips for making friends during this distance learning period, if that's a goal for you and your child. 1. This sounds obvious, but figure out exactly what challenges your child has with making friends. Then you can tackle each challenge one at a time. Is your child anxious? Does your child yell and get frustrated a lot? Does your child have a hard time reading facial expressions and body language? Figure out which skills or habits you can help your child work on. 2. See if you can help organize a virtual get-together between your child and their peers with the same or similar interests. For example, if your child and even just one other person enjoy the same video game, help them arrange a day and time outside of school to play online together. But see if you can also encourage your child to invite the other person too. Maybe as their relationship grows, this can be a regular hangout for them. Anything to help foster connection and regularity amidst everything going on right now is extremely important for staying sane and still developing during their formative years. I know that was fairly short and sweet today, but today we went over important social skills that make it easy or hard to socialize with others. We also went over 5 ways you and your child can go about developing certain social skills that they may be struggling with. And we finished off with 2 quick tips for how to make friends while we're still at home. In our upcoming video, we will be learning more about activities to do at home during the quarantine. For an expert curated list of resources from our past summit and videos, please visit the link in the description. If you liked this video, please don't forget to like it and let us know what you liked or what you'd like to see more of in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We know some of you who watch our videos aren't subscribed, and a simple subscription helps us out a lot. The more people who like, subscribe, and click the bell and comment, the more people will see this kind of content on YouTube, and we know some people could really use the help. Also, don't forget to share this with anyone you know who could benefit from this video. If you like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, and sign up for our upcoming summit at this link, then we will pin your comment to the top and we will send you our expert curated list of ADHD resources. We share tons of expert vetted resources on parenting and education for differently abled kids, so feel free to sign up for our newsletter using the link in the description below. If you haven't watched our previous series about ADHD and other disorders, click the annotation to watch those videos. And if you want to support Smart Course and help make sure we can continue bringing you content, check out our Kickstarter and membership pages. We also have an online course with even more specific information, step-by-step guides, and access to professionals who can help you through this process. As always, I appreciate you taking the time, and thank you for watching. See you soon!